numerous like jamming section in KL or probably throughout the world. So we thought like it would be good, and we knew that like we are going to set out a space like in city center of Kuching, and so we thought like it would be so good to have like this kind of jamming spirit. Like over the last 2 days, you probably kind of understand like what is meant like to be a jammer and like to embrace, to be open-minded, to embrace the collaborative spirit, and also to be quite crazy about like and also quite open-minded about different things to happen. So this is also, but because of COVID-19 we couldn't do it, and then we thought like maybe we do it virtually, and I was quite like hesitant about it because I wasn't so sure about like how things can go. And thankfully we have Arif, like such a good facilitator, and also he has all this pay subscription over the Zoom and and Miro, which is really helpful. We can do the countdown over Zoom. Yeah. So
Please,
maybe I
please
can.
donate some. I take donation for this effort.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think like it has been, yeah, like when just now I was talking to Z, and then he thought, wow, if this is only 48 hours, like actually, for example, for group 2, I don't know whether how you guys think about it, but you might as well just like submit the submission to Sarawak government. Because you will get it really. And also with the with group 1, in fact we just like posted the video, and hopefully that will, maybe we can get some response. So if the response is quite well received, like maybe we just do an exhibition over thing and thing. Yeah. So that is the like would be so cool to see that happening. Yeah. So this is our web page, like Borneo Art Collective, if you interested in navigating, because we do have like a series of project. So this is the and we kind of wish that like next year, if we can go back to normal, I don't know, like maybe we can do it in our space. Yeah. So in our space is we also have been doing a lot of multidisciplinary like workshop over here, and also the research project, and we have a art residency program. So if you're interested in coming over to Sarawak, just give us a heads up. Maybe we can do something. Maybe we can organize something. Yeah. So myself personally professionally trained as an architect. So if you're interested in doing collaboration, so my practice has been looking at like the material research a lot. So if you're interested in this aspect of research, feel free to reach out. So that's it. I hope it's give an idea about what we do. Yeah, and currently we are putting together the urban green pocket. So during the workshop, actually there is also a construction going on at the same time. So that's why sometimes I have to go from places to places to check what is going on. Yeah. So that's it from my side. Looking forward to hear how you guys think about the 48 hours.
All right. Before that, I guess it's a good time for the groups to share their ideas. What did they do for the last 48 hours? So maybe we can go to Team Berkikis. Bring that Berkikis spirit. Floor is all yours.
Why is it always us? Us.
That's the opening song, right? It should be
uh,
the opening.
well,
Oh,
we're supposed to teach Camelia how to dance to the song.
we will
For
do it.
real.
We'll do it after this. Promise.
Uh, huh? No, you doing it.
You do it. I do it as well.
Right. Okay. Hamza, how do you want me to go?
How do you
Uh,
find it?
sorry.
How do you find it over the last 48 hours?
Oh, so you know how before the
Let them
summit.
share first.
Oh,
Let them share first.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Share
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
ideas
Sorry,
first.
sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, share the project.
Hamza, how do we make it full screen?
like you can just click share screen and share it, and later, like once you open the Adobe XD, then
You will. Okay.
yeah, I'll guide you through once your screen is shared.
Uh,
Take it easy. I hope everybody have their drink. Who's having tea?
Yep. There's a button on the top right, just beside the question mark. So that's gonna um, make it larger.
No.
Right beside the question mark.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
yeah. Can you all see it?
Yep.
Nice.
Right. So, okay, wait, there's supposed to be a Malay, Bahasa Malaysia, right? Okay, anyway. So, I'm just gonna use the mirror board again, so that it's a lot easier to explain. So basically, we are team Bakikis. We are so our prototype is basically a web-based radio website for urban bridging urban and rural areas through content through digital audio content. So if you can see here, can you guys see? Yeah, I think I'm lost. Hang on, sorry. Hamza, do you wanna like carry on? Help me with this first, then
Yeah. Sure.
go through. It's lots of words.
Okay. Do I share my screen or do I guide you through?
You can guide me through, then I'll just.
All right. So basically, the website is available in two language for now. So maybe John, if you can click on English, it's gonna show an option in Bahasa. So you can just click on Bahasa.
All right. Yeah.
So this is basically like the two language that we've decided to go for. And we've also identified three uh, main industry that the locals are engaged with. First one being in agriculture, and then they are also engaged in creative and arts as well as in food and beverage. So here we have like the previous podcast, and down there we have like our what drives us and the projects that's ongoing. So let's jump to the project. So maybe if you can go back up and change it back to English. Click on Bahasa and click on English. Yep, and we go down and see, click on one of the projects. Okay, and read more. So basically what we wanted to do is to get the urban communities to know more about what's currently happening in the urban communities, and to also allow the the rural communities to actually communicate whatever concerns or any projects that is currently ongoing within the community. So in this case, we have this lady called Puan Jonita. This is actually a real life case study from Miri. She's located in Longnan, which is 8 hours from Miri. And currently she's looking to build a um, center in Longnan that actually helps the Penan ladies um, to do their creative and arts projects, as well as to upskill themselves by bringing in partners into the program. And then let's say you are an expert and you'd like to contribute, you can just click on the I would like to contribute button. And here it's going to be a simple form because, of course, as the Berkey Kiss team, we would actually be the one helping to filter partners and um, experts that we're gonna work with, and we believe that the human aspects is very important to ensure that we get the right people to basically engage with the rural community. So once you submit, then we're gonna get the email address, and we're gonna communicate with you via email, and moving forward maybe through other communicating means. So yeah, So maybe John, you can explain further in how do we work with other communities now.
Right. I think to add on to Hamza's point, we are also collaborating with radio stations from different radio stations in Sarawak. So basically, what we will do is we will write on their reach out, because obviously, if you're a radio station, you would have a wider reach out in terms of using different frequency like FM, AM. So we will then use their platform to disseminate like contents that could be download offline, and then we'll just share it with them so that they could then share it across using their radio station. Also, how, for example, if let's say the communities have no access or have limited access to this sort of website or this content, we will then we will have a WhatsApp group chat with the local community leaders or the key influencer of that community to have a WhatsApp together with us, and then we could then share our content with them via WhatsApp, so that because we did find that back at home or back in Sarawak, the listening element is still very strong. So people still do listen to radio. People still do give voice notes instead of typing, because the illiteracy, I mean the how to say it, they couldn't read, couldn't write. So the only way of communicating is through voice note, and then also through radio. So yeah, Kimelia, Irene, do you want to add on into anything or?
Well, the project itself, whilst we've identified these three areas, it's a little fluid. It's part of the process. An integral part of this process is the listening process, in which we actually listen to what the rural audiences communicate via different channels, whether it's via the village headman or the community. We will identify these avenues to find what their needs are, to see what we can do to find suitable people where it could be still within the rural communities or outside, who could help them or bring the know-how, the people who would be then the authors of the audio recordings that we broadcast, or that would be going to be interviewed by the radio DJs on live radio, subsequently recorded for rebroadcast, etc. They will help us shape our content into it's going to be it's going to be a bit of back and forth, as opposed to us deciding what they need, where it's more we identifying through them what their needs are and see what we can do. We would serve as a function, I guess, as a matchmaker, as a platform for them to if it's a fundraising exercise, to help them disseminate information. So it could also function as a marketing platform. At this stage, I think the ultimate goals, where we'll finally land, I think is fairly fluid. But the concept is based very much on local radio as a methods of communication. Being mindful that they have connectivity limitations in many of the rural areas.
All right, is that the end of your presentation? Erin, you want to add on a bit? Yeah. Erin? No? Okay, all right, I guess. Round of applause. Thank you so much for sharing that. That was amazing. Just, I guess, quickly, so how do you guys felt about that after 48 hours of from nothing, from just rambling here and there, thinking about a lot of things, talking about a lot of things, and then suddenly you guys arrive here with Borneo cast. How do you guys feel about that?
So we are actually called Borneo caster. So how during the submission, our roles, right? So each of us are called Borneo casters. So
cool, man. Cool. So how do you feel about it? How do you feel of the process until now?
Yeah, because I remember some of you felt that like, oh, it was quite abstract at the beginning, like, and how about now, after 48 hours?
I still think it's abstract. Because I don't think right now we're in any position to say, okay, where this is going to finally land. We have a concept. We've, the concept is crystallized, but I think right up to submission, we see, I mean, I can see that, where we're landing or where we're heading or how we head there is going to be very fluid. So, it's a very rough framework concept but the one thing that we've identified is radio. And that I think will be the constant of this entire project.
Yeah.
So what do you learn from the process? John, you want to say something? Go ahead.
No, I was
I
just
saw you.
agreeing. I just agreeing.
So you're approaching your mic.
No. My mic is here. No, I think for me again, I was talking to Camilla this morning, and I think I just want to share everyone here is how different it can be to be in a different industry, right? So for me, I'm in a financial advisory industry. So things that we think or we discuss is a very linear process, right? So everything is within that perimeter. So in any event, if you want to get out of perimeter, it's either you're at risk or you're just plain dumb, sorry to say. But it's just everything is just so rigid. But with this sort of workshop, right, things are it's very fluid. It's very and then you talk to different people. I mean, I remember first time came in there, we were just like both like couldn't blend because things are just so different the way we think. So then we when you guys came in, things just started to form into a really nice plasticine, so to speak. So I think my key takeaway is just that, I mean, just need to keep on doing such workshop to get more exposure, experience from other people, from the program itself. I think it's I wouldn't mind doing this again, but obviously with
Maybe
more
you can
experience.
say again, I recorded. So next time.
I'll
find you in the
give a
list.
review. I'll give you a review.
I'm recording this anyway. So anyway, definitely next year John can help facilitate lah instead. No need to be participants, you facilitate lah.
No. I still want to be.
So I goyang kaki ke belakang, you do the facilitation.
And it's interesting. Sorry, just to add on. It's interesting to
Yeah.
see different ideas and different ways of how other people think about a word, right? We were given a word which is called intentions, right? And there's, it's just, yeah, you can just think whatever you want to think, and then suddenly now look, we ended up
Like
having
open
a
up
radio platform to help the rural communities in Sarawak. I mean, like from one word to a prototype, and then who knows, it's gonna be materialized. And I think it will be something really cool though, to see things materialize, right? From just a word to become, so that's what I meant by, even if it's in my industry, I don't think you could see things like, in the end of the day, all you see is dollars and cents, right? So yeah.
Thank you for sharing that, John.
Okay.
That was a really great insight. All right, without further ado, for those who's asking what was the theme, what was the word, is intentions. It's a wordplay a bit, but yeah, from that word, there's two different ideas. So we heard ideas from John. How about we hear ideas from the Hype Heart team?
Yeah.
Take it over, guys.
Oh, I guess I'll start then. As usual, okay, hello guys, we are Hype Hearts. Just hang on a second because I'm so chill. I'm not even prepared.
No, take it easy. Chill Sunday.
Yeah, very chill. Okay, so I will bring you to my screen. Okay.
You have a mole on your left eye.
Yeah.
Lalat? No, more. Is that
It's part of being.
It's a more. Oh yeah, okay, this one. I am so sorry. Okay, yeah. So we are Hype Hearts, and this is our project. So we are running a campaign actually, because in view of the pandemic, okay, like now it's March, and March 18 is actually the anniversary of the pandemic lockdown. So in this campaign, we kind of trying to collect, or kind of like have people who have gone through this whole year, their experience, whether is it like heartbroken stories, or like with their struggle, or anything in between. We would like them to actually share in the form of a letter, but also can be letters, can be poems, you can also send in photos or artifacts. And in the end of the day, we are collecting all of this and making it and turning it into an exhibition. Why we are doing this is because, like, because now everything is virtual, everything is online, everything is, you're just seeing it on the screen, and we really want to turn it into something more personal, and then you can actually see, physical handwriting, maybe from kids, maybe from an old person, maybe someone who is sick, or whoever that might be, who's writing something and it's in front of you. So that is the whole idea of it. But there is a twist to this exhibition. We will go to that later on. So this is the first thing. So we are open calling to your letters, and to let you know that you are not alone. Okay, so next time will show us how this project will work.
Okay, so to start off, we have a teaser video. It's a prototype teaser video.
I ready to
Let's
talk the video.
enjoy the teaser video. Okay, let's walk through the working timeline that we have in plan. Right, so on the 18th of March, we're gonna launch this campaign, and we're gonna spend 2 months in collecting the stories, collecting the letters, curating the exhibition, and also promotion. So the exhibition will be expected to start on the 22nd of May. So it's gonna be a 2 weekends exhibition. Then from there, we're gonna extend another the phase 2, which my team members will explain later. And a year later, we're gonna have a big meetup. Okay, so how are we going to promote this campaign is through social media, one, then followed by the local media, radio station, newspaper, and the most importantly is through the collaborators. All right, for example, education institution, SME organization, counseling organization, mental health association, women aid organization, HR organization, and art organization. So I think through these collaborators, these are the we can focus. We can target more focused audience through our collaborators to get our stories. Yeah. So I would over to Wali.
All right, so we are planning to use think tank white room for the exhibition, so that we have this what we call that floor plan over there. So in the floor plan, so we'll cover all sensories, all human sensories, and then we have in the first part we will go to serenity part, where I think why I put serenity over there. I think that people will need to have this enjoyment, so inviting feeling to that space. And so they watch first, and then they touch for the next session. They will have touching session with the environment, any texture that will make them comfort. And then they will have sound. So in the sound part, they will have stories from the people, and also the heartbreak stories is related to the stories also, but in the written format. And then we have blank space over there. We have blank space for us to, what we call that, to reflect and back to reality. Yeah, so that after the blank space, we'll go to the nature, watching videos about nature. And I don't know, I'm planning to put some nature parts over there, maybe some plants or anything. And then call for actions, and then go for networking after that. So the idea of networking is, from the beginning they will meet each other, and then after that, after finish the session, they will meet each other again, and then they will have obviously different stories, and the feedback from the session will be crucial or important for this event. So that we have this is actually a physical session. We are planning to make it physical because I think it has more fun compared to virtual. Yeah, we have too many virtual things to do right now. Okay, so this exhibition will have two sessions. First is the first exhibition from the later, and then the second exhibition will be the same thing, but we want to see what happened after the first exhibition, so that they will have two exhibition for this event. All right, so I will pass for my another team member.
So after the exhibition, this exhibition acts as a campaign to entice people to share their stories and speak up about, what broke them and what helped them. So after the exhibition, the call to action here is actually to participate in our Love Delivered pen pal campaign, which is the second campaign. So the purpose of this is, when you share stories anonymously to be published to the public, you're more brave. So from those stories, we want to inspire other people who are struggling. Maybe they're struggling by themselves. They don't have anyone to talk to actually express their feelings into a handwritten letter. So they will submit a letter to us, to the Hype Hearts team. We will actually match them or forward the letter to those people who are in this community. So how it works is that we will parse the letter. If you go to curation process, the matchmaking mechanics. So after receiving the letters, we will pass the letters to the people who, I guess, sign up and participate. So you will have to hand in one handwritten letter and one empty envelope with your address on it. So I'll match the letter with the envelope. And how we're doing it is we're going to, for example, a case here, we'll take 3 people, A, B, and C. So instead of giving, we make you two from A sending to B and you guys share stories, it's kind of a pay it forward chain letter mechanism where A would listen to what B is struggling with, well, as B will listen to what C is struggling with. So in that sense, we would want to get your stories out there more and have more support system, just to help you get through tough times. And once we have these letters, since we have access to, like the heartbreaks, to what they're struggling with, I think we can do more than just, listen. So from the collaborators that we collab with to promote this program, we will also maybe give some data to these organizations or these institutions to let them know like what they can do in a grander scheme of things. We believe that, like if we find out what the cause of these heartbreaks are, we can actually maybe find a solution on a larger scale to help more people. So let's say if they have trouble at work, or they have trouble at school, or they have trouble just like in their families, or heartbreak, or even with their mental health, maybe we can give those data, maybe not necessarily the specific stories, but the data that we've collected, saying like how many people have been impacted by these things. Then we could plan something. We can use these data to help find solutions for the mass public, not just for the community that we've reached out to. So yeah, as Walid mentioned, after a year, after collecting like successful stories, hopefully people are healing, people are better. We've decided to make the exhibition kind of an annual thing, where we would also meet up with the pen pals that that we've match made during the second campaign. So it could be like like this global jam where we set a weekend where, hey, you guys, people in the community, this weekend, why don't you all go meet up with whoever you want? So like they can be there, they cannot, like if they don't want to, it's fine, but we will curate this exhibition, we will share the stories, and hopefully the inspiration is a chain and it will grow bigger to everyone else. That's it from us. Thank you.
Wendy, over to you.
Hey, we still haven't heard how do they think about it? How do they feel about the 48 hours? If we are going to host another section like in a physical way next year, let's say when the situation allow, will you guys interested in joining?
Yes, okay, I guess I'll go first. Definitely. I think the biggest lesson for me at least is, I think from my background, I've always, all the design jams or all the, like the related design thinking workshops, activities, we've always very much focused on tech startups and, like building a company or actually building, like solutions with, and I've always dealt with people who are more on that kind of background. So like John mentioned just now, it's kind of a new perspective, a new view, seeing, like I mentioned on the first day as well, like I didn't think it could also be done for like, events or campaigns or something more, personalized events, because from dealing with companies that's always looking into the future and more on the technical part, more on, like making money and all that, sometimes we lose touch on the emotional support that people need in this changing times. So and working with very creative people, I think Tam, September, and Walid, I think I've spent most time with the past 48 hours, are very creative people on like theater background and artist background, and like it's fun for me, at least. It really opens up my eyes to like things that we could do. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go next. I guess for me, why I participated is also because I guess the nature of my work, I've been always like working alone. And then I was also like thinking, sometimes I feel like yes, artists, right, should be creative, but most of the time I feel like I'm actually not creative at all, because I don't have this kind of creative juice flowing where you keep throwing out ideas. So I work alone, I don't have this kind of like ping pong thing going on. So I thought it would be fun to kind of like challenge myself to participate in this kind of activity. And then also yeah, I guess I don't speak very much, so it's nice to like meet some people sometimes. And I'm really amazed like how we did this in such a short period of time. Like we came out with something that it is really feasible. Like this can propose to people who wants to do the event. So yeah, that's my thoughts.
So my part will be, sorry, because I'm from a theatre background. So most of the time we have collaboration, and most of the time we have discussions, rehearsals. So in terms of what we call that, I'm get used with this kind of practice. But for this session, it is fun because for me, what make it fun because of the mirror thing. Mirror thing is very fun thing for me right now because of the quality of the apps itself. It is very good, seriously. The connection is very good. You can see the quality is still there, even though your what we call that, zoom in, zoom out, and most of the apps outside there is not stable as this one. Yeah. So I think that's the thing that I really happy with this session. The mirror thing. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I think personally, I really hate brainstorming. I really hate jamming. I cannot like just throw in ideas straight away once I was given that topic. But I think it's a way to challenge myself. So yeah, in a way. So but I think for the past 48 hours, I think it's kind of like how do we combine each and everyone's background expertise into something which you really want to materialize when really want to crystallize it. I think for this for our solution for the event, I think it's a really combination of the expertise and background of four of us. Like each of us like will put in their effort in which they actually specializes in. So I think it's a good way, and I think in reality, I think that's how we should do things, right? And I think what makes it even more exciting is we can actually translate our personal journey into a real event. I think that makes it really exciting. Yeah, and I mean to be honest, like before we actually shared our final solutions, I think we had a really good talk among ourselves. So I think that's something which I think it's very interesting. Yeah, along the process of getting together, yeah, chit chatting virtually. Yeah, I think it's a very good experience for me.
My last jam was over 6 years ago, but I still keep in touch with most of the people that I last jam with. And actually, there's a few recommendation. Like maybe we can rename the WhatsApp group because now it's no longer served for just the jamming. But then like I really encourage everyone to keep in touch. Like I remember the final moment of the jam was like we ended up deciding okay like maybe we should stay in Birmingham for one extra day and just to hang out, just to do nothing and hang out, and also to have a feast like a Turkish because one of us is Turkish, so he kind of brought us around the Turkish corner around Birmingham, so and we couldn't do it. Like I was talking to Tam, like it was such a shame because there are so many things that we could do. Like let's say if you guys coming over to Kuching, and then we are really the host. We are not simply the host of over the jamming section, but also the host of like showing you guys around the city and the secret corners. And I always have that idea, like for the last few years. But then like the moment we start doing it, it's like now we are in COVID. So I really would recommend maybe we can change the name of the WhatsApp group. Maybe later on we can discuss. And I will also encourage you guys like maybe for the next 3 days to kind of start adding everyone in your contact list if you want to keep in touch, because I think this is the best time to kind of like keep like everyone is still fresh with the workshop and also with the discussion. So if there's any things that you want to keep on doing, this is the best time to kind of like, because everyone is still curious and interested. And I think like the best part like I find for the last two jam I had was like the relationship I got and the friendship that I got from it. Yeah, and secondly, like I also want to kind of like open a few invitation to you guys, like if, because we are running an art residency over here. And I know like but the art residency is not simply just for like let's say you're artist. Like if you have any curatorial project, if you have any like content you're interested in exploring, or the research you're interested in taking place in Kuching, in the context of Kuching. Currently we already have 5 proposal like came from different part of the world, but the thing is they came from different part of the world. So we couldn't do it like in 2021. So we are looking at content to be submitted in Malaysia, which is more feasible for our current situation right now. So if you send in the proposal, we can look at it. Like so you can stay here for free in contra of the content. Yeah. Okay. So if you do come over to Kuching, yeah, I promise you a dinner, a cooked dinner from my on my end, because we do have our kitchen set up. I know Kamalia. Hey, hey, making dinner. It's okay. I will make it for you. Uh, and coffee. Yeah. So over here we have cafe set up. So I'm really more than happy to see you guys here. Literally, some of you already in Kuching. Like, don't be shy. Like, reach out. Yeah, more than happy to hang out. Okay. That's from my end.
Right. I think we have come to the end of our jamming session. Yay! That was quite a journey. That was quite a journey for me. A lot of learning, a lot of experiences as well. I actually thought no idea, don't know what to expect. And then just looking at how there's Borneo cast and then there's the exhibition like from High Parts. Cool stuff, cool stuff. I think this is the reason why I don't mind doing this, even though this is for free. I didn't sign any contract with Wendy of like getting or anything, so so it's fine. I love doing this because of this, meeting new people and just hearing ideas from all of you, and also to meet up, to hang out with some old friends actually, because I've known Kamalia because of work, and we only usually hang out if it's like serious work. But at least this time around, we could do something else other than work. September, I've met her at like a startup event before, and through that community events, we're still friends, and it's not like what Wendy said. So it's like a real case study over here, like me in September. I think that's it from us. That's all. I don't want to catch out your Sunday, the rest of your Sunday. I'm sure you all have plans. I know Camilla have plans. She looks like she's ready to go. Any last words?
No wonder her baju changed already.
Yeah.
Really.
It smelled the perfume
We
already.
should have that song request. Arif, we should have that song request.
Yes. I actually already opened it up in my YouTube. It's not on Spotify, right? Is it on Spotify? I couldn't find it on Spotify.
I think it's another name. I forgot. I think I stumbled across it.
Well, no other than the original Anderson Ngalai, right? So, John, you better get ready. Put on some pens because you will be teaching people how to do this. For those of you who is familiar, it's like Pocho Pocho, but with a different soundtrack. Very easy. I've moved my computer already.
Come on, Arif.
Wearing shorts is a bit obscene, so no, John, you better do with me. You promise this.
I didn't say anything. I will guide you how to dance.
Erin is ready as well. So, Kenna,
I will sing.
Can you?
I hope we can go to sing and sing professionally.
Emilia, can you hear?
Oh, the dance.
I'm not doing this on my own.
I got the. I will.
Get up! I want you to dance. Get up!
But I don't know what to do.
Do it! Get up! Do you, everybody! Everybody, you also! I don't know where you are. You're in the kitchen properly.
Oh.
Come again. Direction.
Come on, John! It's your time to shine!
No lah, that's really.
Okay, that was a Sunday afternoon workout. Okay, I'm tired already. Lelah, John? Huh?
Lelah from laughing lah. Like I imagine people seeing me outside my balcony. They'll be like, "What are you guys? What are you doing?"
You're having fun. That's how you go clubbing these days. All right, that was fun, guys. Thank you so much for the great weekend.
Yeah, thanks, Wendy. Thanks, Arif, for organizing
thank you
this.
so much, everyone.
Yeah, thanks for the organization.
We had fun.
Well-
Thank you.
Oh, we
Yeah.
haven't. We're supposed to take a group picture. Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
Yes.
forgot
Oh my
to
God,
share.
yes.
Yes.
Shame.
Somebody do the screen record. Jade and Simon, feel free to join in. Open your video. Feel free. But yes, come. Let's have a group picture.
Who's taking photo?
Who's taking?
Ready?
I'm taking
I'll
photo,
do
but
screenshot.
like, wait,
I'll
yeah,
do a
because I'm doing
screenshot.
the snippet. All right.
Oh,
Hey, I'm not ready. Hey,
Simon,
come
not
now.
ready.
it's not ready.
1, 2, 3. It's okay.
wait.
I think Simon's probably shirtless. So
Samantha have a cap.
Oh, Simon. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. All right. Good.
awesome.
Another
Great.
one.
Thank you
So
so
we have
much.
another
Ah,
one.
Ken, boleh? Like what pose?
Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay. Good.
Is that your vote post, Arif?
That's yeah, sometimes. All right, guys, have fun. Have a great Sunday.
You guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks everybody. who's
Bye.
listening.
Thank you.
Few hours left.